Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel Divine Destiny with Debbie. I am going to be reading for the astrological sign of Taurus from December 1st through the 16th. I'm going to be using the same cards as I generally do, as I always do. Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot cards, my Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. And I want to thank everybody who's been watching and who's been subscribing and liking and commenting. I've enjoyed my comments tremendously. I've enjoyed interacting with the people that have commented. If you've not done so, please go below, hit the subscribe, hit the like. Don't look at that thumbs down thing. Don't do that. And then subscribe, okay? So I have meditated, I have prayed, and I have done Reiki over this to put in energy, Reiki energy. So let's see what we have now. So again, this is for Taurus, December 1st through the 16th. December 1st through the 16th. And I do like to shuffle. I like it when the cards do pop out. To me, that means that there's a little special, there's like a higher guide type of, message to that. But if it doesn't, then I will pull 3 cards out. Okay. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What's going on with our Tauruses? Taurus, December 1st through the 16th. I am an intuitive reader. Oh my gosh. Okay. I am, and I'm going to have to go down there. So hold on a second. Oh my gosh. I'm an intuitive reader. And I'm going to show you each card because what I might get from that card might be different than what it actually, what tells you. Also, too, these are general readings. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does, wonderful. If it doesn't, take what you like, leave the rest. Also, if I didn't say this, this is for ascending, rising, and moon for Taurus. Okay, let me put my glasses on. We got a few cards that popped up. Actually, let me make sure. Is it 4 or do we have 5? 4 cards popped up. First card. Oh, the Lovers. Archangel Raphael comes to talk about the Lovers. Okay. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. Now, this is relationships. Now, relationships, though, for me, can be other things besides just a love relationship. It could be that, too. So, if that's what you're looking for, you lean towards that. But a relationship to me could be anything to do with your work, your career, your family, your love life. It can be anything where you are interacting with another person. It could be somebody, even if you're your banker, okay? If that's something that, you're working with a mortgage or something, okay? So right now, that's your first card. Your oh my gosh. This is another major arcana card. This is the Chariot. And basically that an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition, okay? But to me, the Chariot means whatever has been stalled is moving forward. You're going to have it. It's moving forward. So whatever this relationship is, you really have to decide if this is the right relationship for you, because if it is a love relationship, somebody might be getting a proposal this Christmas. If it's a career, somebody might be getting a new job offer or a promotion. If it's something, and also too, is there somebody looking for a new house? I feel somebody moving. One of the Tauruses may be moving. And if that's the case, and if you decide to actually go and accept any of these, these offers to you, it's going to happen quickly. It's going to go forward. Okay, let's see what this next one. Wow, another major arcana, life experience. The archangels are really talking to you. So life experience is a significant life event, a powerful relationship that leads to change, time to spread your wings. All of this makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, it's like you saw that I shuffled, but it's like they're all just coming out. That if there's going to be a relationship, you really have to think hard about this. You have to make a choice, because it's going to start moving fast and it's going to change your life. Maybe you're even thinking of having a baby. I don't know that, or adopting or foster kids. But it's going to be something that you have this choice about, and it's coming to you. And then once you make the choice, if you make the choice for it or against it, it will, I mean, on my website I have, many choices, one path, many paths, one choice. Because it's like you're coming to this choice, and once you go that way, you're not able to come back and do that way. Okay? Now, sometimes you can kind of take the path and move back to it, but not at the time that you made the choice. So somebody asks you to marry them, and you tell them, oh, no, and then a week later you think, oh, I want to marry that guy because I love him. That, or her, that could be, like, well, no, the offer's not on the table anymore. Okay? So let's see what this fourth card is. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of excited. Oh, my gosh. The Hermit. And this was upside down. So you have 4 major Arcana cards that just popped up. You saw that they fell down. And the Hermit is spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So what this is saying, this is going to be a big change for you, a big decision for you. And you really have to make the right, no, I shouldn't say that you have to make the right decision. I'm so sorry. Don't take that back. Back in my mouth. You have to really think about what you want, okay? Because it is a change, and that's why the Hermit is there to tell you, the Lovers is telling you intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's going to be good health. The Chariot is telling you an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. But to me, again, the Chariot also is telling me it's moving forward. You're going to have something, the life experience, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So, and then basically, and then the Hermit. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. But the Hermit to me is that person that goes off and is just kind of thinking about stuff. Kind of saying, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Do I want to stay in my cave? Do I want to go out of my cave? So Taurus is, there is a big decision for you to make. It will be coming to you, and it will be a big decision that can change your life. And even if you decide not to go with it, it still changes your life. Okay? So, and I have not had anybody with the readings that I've done so far, for December 1st through the 16th, come out with 4 major Arcana cards. So this is something that these angels are really trying to tell you something big is happening. Okay, my Psychic, Tarot, and Oracle cards. Wow, this kind of took me a little bit by surprise. So can you give us a little more clarification for our Tauruses for December 1st through the 15th? Can you tell me how can we clarify this? It seems pretty clear depending on what and you're the only one that's going to be able to know what your situation is. Maybe, like I said, maybe you're thinking of getting pregnant. Maybe you don't want to be pregnant. There's whatever this is, it can be life-changing. So, and it can be changing in both positive and negative. Okay, anything for Taurus? Okay, you're coming up. Okay, well, you were sideways, but anything else? Okay, let me go ahead and cut these cards. Make sure I don't lose that one in here. Ooh, you want to come out. And I feel like you want to come out too. Normally I cut them out and then take, but I feel like these are cards that wanted to come out. The card that jumped for you, that did jump out, goes along with the, what I'm saying is the Chariot. It's positive movement forward. In this case, it is very positive. Whatever your decision's going to be, and again, I'll go back to the marriage just because that's it's Christmas time. Whether you decide yes or no, it will be, I believe you will make the positive, the right decision for you. Okay? Maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. Maybe it's somebody that needs to think, should I ask her or him to marry me? I'm thinking of the receiver, and maybe it's somebody that needs to actually be the one that gives it out. So take all of that and just kind of apply it. Maybe it's not that you're just receiving it. Maybe you're not being passive, but you're actually being the assertive one and giving it. Okay? Next one is emotional loss. So the decision that you make, it goes with your life experience. It's going to be a big one, and you really have to think about it a lot, because I'm feeling that, you know, should you make should you give the answer, or should, you know, it's basically, it's going to be putting you at a risk, okay? It's going to be putting you at an emotional risk, whether to accept it or to give this, okay? You know, and I don't necessarily look at the person as, you know, I mean, if you look at him, the card, you know, he's holding his heart, but yet the energy and the vibration is swirling around to the back to the sun. So I'm looking at that this is, you know, that he's making choices that could either be positive or negative for him. But this first card that jumped was a positive. So let's see what this third card is. This was upside down, reversed, like, you know, so and whenever that happens, I say there's more to this. Intuition, basically you are going to have to go with what you really feel is the right thing. You know, you can be offered a wonderful job, and it could be just, you know, and it could be life-changing, but if it's a job that you think is going to be, you're going to be miserable in, or if it's a job that doesn't necessarily spark you, then, you know, saying no could be the right thing to do also, okay? Because just because you're being offered something wonderful doesn't mean that it's going to be wonderful. And I think that what this is telling me, and this goes along with your Hermit, is that you need to take the you know, you need to do some quiet time out, some meditation, some prayers, whatever you do, however you connect with your divine, and think about it, and then you will come up with the right decision. I think that I think it's going to be kind of scary for you, and, you know, so you still need to come up with that. So, you know, it's like, you know, somebody saying, here, I'm going to give you the world, and you're like, yeah, but what am I going to do with the world? I can't, you know, I can't manage the world. You know, I'm happy with my pieces of my pie, or my little pie. I don't want the world. Or somebody might say, yeah, I can manage the world. So you know, it's kind of that double-edged sword. But it's gonna be a big change. Either way, you know, it is gonna change your life either way. Now, you know, if it's a job and you say no to it because it's not the right job and it was going to offer you that world, you know, you might have some sadness about it. You might have some regret, but again, too, you've made your choice. Just go down your path. It's okay. It's okay if you say no to something, okay? You know, don't do it out of desperation. Don't agree out of desperation. Don't agree out of pride. You know, if you want to do something, agree because for the right motives, okay? So now, my Osha Zen Tarot. Okay, so now, can you give us any final words for Taurus? There's some stuff that's going to be really big happening. And I do believe it's going to be December. It may not be necessarily in the 1st through the 16th. It might be, you know, I might even go up to the 31st, but I am feeling December. Okay, December. Anything else? Okay. So we have 3 cards that came. The first one is Beyond Illusion. So this is basically goes back to me, what I'm saying about, you know, the Hermit and the intuition. You know, I mean, you can be offered something that looks all shiny and golden and wonderful, and this is where I want to go. You could be like an 18-year-old and somebody wants to marry you, and you're like, oh, this is where I want to be, and maybe 40, 50 years down the road, you're still married. But sometimes people like to show you things that look gold, but they're not true gold. Sometimes it's, you know, so you have to look beyond that illusion. And that's where I'm going with the intuition and the Hermit. And this was reversed isolation. Regardless of your decision, you may be, you know, people may, you know, you may feel, how do I put this? Oh, let's go to this, you know, you may feel alone in your decision too. So if somebody, again, and I know with, if somebody, again, we're going to go with marriage, but apply this as appropriate. So somebody that wants to marry you and your parents love them and they say yes, 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 and you tell them no, and you feel like, oh, then they're not necessarily happy with you, or your parents doesn't love them and you go yes, 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 and they're not very happy. I'm feeling that you need to, what this is telling me, all three of these cards, and I'll show you the last one in just a second, all three is you really have to go back and do what the Hermit told you to do. You have to go back to that Hermit. You have to really look at it, and you have to pray on it. You have to think on it, because your last card is compromise. And while compromise, people will talk about, well, it's good to compromise. No, you know what? Sometimes it's just not good to compromise. Look at these guys are swarming. These guys are kind of like snarky looking. They're not. They might be compromising, but I don't want to give up me to compromise. Okay, so it might be, well, okay, take this job. I'm giving you a promotion. Isn't that right? Isn't that wonderful? And it might like, oh yes, my ego is lovely. But then you find, or then as you're going in, you go, but that's the job that nobody really wants. Okay, so don't compromise. This is your life, and I'm just going to I'm going to take these cards back because, my psychic tarot and my Oshi, because this is the ones I really want you to concentrate. The lovers, intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decision. That is there. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower. Okay, a significant life event. This is, a powerful revelation leads to change. Time to spread your wings. That's all positive with that. But again, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching. Whatever's going to be happening, Taurus, I feel like it's going to be big. And it might seem small, but it's going to be a decision that you need to make. Weigh all your options, really think about it before making your decision. Okay? I know that you have the ability to make the right decision. And but it's a big decision that's coming for you. And I know you have the right, the ability to make that right, let everything else go. What do you really want? Okay? Hope that makes sense. Let me know. Please let me know, what this is about. And this may not be for all Tauruses. This may be for one or two. Many times over, I've done messages, whether on Facebook or, here or on Instagram, and I've had somebody say, that was specifically for me. And that's how energy works. And that's how I believe a lot of this works, is that, I'm here telling you somebody this. It may only be one person, and that one person, I hope I reach you. Okay? So know that you are loved, and that you are, and I want you to be blessed and have a great beginning of your December. Get all your Christmas shopping done if that's what you do. And just, be blessed. Thank you. Bye-bye.